My name is Lucy. I am 30 years old. I live in a very small house with my husband, Rick. We have been married for 11 years. I am a housewife. I stay at home all day. I clean the house, cook meals, and wait for Rick to return. We do not have children. I want them. Rick says he does not. He says maybe later. I stop asking after a while. Lately, Rick feels different. He speaks less. He travels more. When he comes home, he looks tired and distant, like his body arrives before his mind. Sometimes I try to talk to him. "How was your trip?" I ask. "Fine," he says. He looks at his phone. The conversation ends. When Rick is gone, the house feels too quiet. I do not have friends in this town. The only person I speak to regularly is the milkman. His name is Joshua. He comes early every morning. The sun is barely up. He places the bottles by the door. Some mornings, I open the door before he leaves. He always smiles when he sees me. "Good morning, Lucy," he says. "Good morning," I reply. At first, we only talk for a moment, about the weather, about nothing important. But slowly, our conversations grow longer. Joshua asks how I am feeling. He waits for my answer. He listens. That feels strange and comforting. Some mornings, we sit on the front steps. The street is empty. The air is cool. I tell him I feel lonely. I tell him I feel invisible in my own home. "You shouldn't feel that way," he says quietly. When Rick is away, I invite Joshua inside for tea. We sit at the kitchen table. We talk for hours. Nothing inappropriate happens, but there is closeness, a feeling I cannot name. Rick does not notice, or maybe he does not care. One afternoon, Rick comes home from a trip. He drops his bag by the door. "My clothes are dirty," he says. "Wash them." I nod and carry the laundry basket to the laundry room. I begin sorting the clothes. I pick up one of Rick's white shirts. As I turn it over, something catches my eye. A red mark on the collar. I move the shirt closer. My heart begins to beat faster. It is lipstick. It is not mine. I stand there holding the shirt. Rick is in the other room. I can hear his voice. He is laughing. That night, I lay awake beside him. He turns his back to me. The space between us feels endless. A few days later, Rick leaves again. Another work trip. He does not tell me where he is going. The days pass slowly. One evening, my phone rings. An unfamiliar number appears on the screen. The voice on the other end is calm. "There has been an accident on the highway. Rick is involved. There is another woman in the car. They do not survive." After Rick's death, my body changed. I felt weak. I felt sick. I could not eat. Food made me nauseous. Even the smell of milk turned my stomach. Joshua noticed. He brought soup. He brought fruit. He sat with me in silence. You should see a doctor, he said gently. One morning, I nearly fainted while standing in the kitchen. That scared me. I went to the doctor alone. After the examination, the doctor sat down across from me. He spoke softly. You're pregnant. The words did not make sense at first. I asked him to repeat it. You are expecting, he said again. I walked home in silence. The streets looked unfamiliar. My legs felt heavy. I sat on the couch and stared at the wall. My hands rested on my stomach. I began to cry. I cried because I had wanted this child for years. I cried because Rick never gave it to me when he was alive. I cried because he cheated on me. I cried because he was gone. Maybe he knew. Maybe in his own broken way, he wanted to leave me this one thing. The doorbell rang. Joshua stood outside. He took one look at my face and knew something was wrong. He stepped inside without speaking. I broke down. I told him everything about the doctor, about the baby. I'm pregnant, I said through tears. It's Rick's. Joshua was quiet. Then he smiled softly. I want to be here, he said, for you, for the baby. I pulled away slowly. No, I said, we can't. He looked confused, but he listened. I loved Rick, I said. Even after everything, I don't want to replace him. I don't want my child to grow up feeling like someone took his place. Joshua nodded. I'll stay as a friend, he said. That's enough. From that day on, Joshua stayed. He helped me when I was tired. He walked with me to appointments. He listened when I needed to talk. He never crossed the line. One morning, I stood by the window with my hand on my stomach. For the first time in years, I did not feel lonely. I understood something then. Trust can hurt. Love can fail. But even in loss, life can begin again.